Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Punk Rock Review, home of a bunch of opinionated crap you don't care about, also the home of the feedback you provide that we don't care about, keeps us on an even playing field, and we like that. Real quick shout out to our sponsor. Moving straight into it today. Today we're going to be talking about a group that has been around for years and years and years. That's right, these guys can find themselves somewhere up there on the Godfathers of punk somewhere or another, depending on how you want to look at, its foundation or movement or creation or anything like that. And of course, we are talking about the one and only Nofx. So, Nofx, name of the album in question on this one, is going to be Single Album. And man, for, folks like us that kind of, grew up through our formative years, listening to these dudes and everything, man, Nofx is one of those groups that, just resounded with an entire kind of, feeling and movement and everything like that, man. But, man, these dudes are such a pivotal piece of music history that, they need and deserve respect for just being merely a part of it. So, regardless of whatever albums they crank out, this, that, the other, they command and deserve that respect in one way, shape, or form. Now, you got some diehards that, of course, were never on the Nofx train or anything, and, would write them off strictly as not being what, inevitably they were a part of, in one way, shape, or form. But, we're not talking about any of that nitty-picky, kind of gritty details there or anything. We're talking about Single Album. And, regardless of your feelings on the group or anything like that, man, if you were to line up their entire discography, from start to finish, and we were to pick one to pop on, and we were to continue doing that until all the way down their entire library, man, this one would probably be towards the bottom of the list. That could be a preference thing. That could be a we grew apart from these dudes within the last few years thing. There is definitely good and talent to be found on this, album and whatnot. Covers, things like that nature, you might really get some enjoyment, man. But if you are looking for that classic kind of, dancing in the elevator as a, disgruntled and, kind of angsty youth or whatever, that one's just not here. You'll find it in dribbles and parts and whatnot. I think like the second half of one of the last songs, you'll get some good gumption out of these dudes or whatever. But the rest of it, man, kind of pseudo, just, they're making music and you respect them for that, but, at the same time, it's kind of, they're making music and they got nothing to prove or anything like that, and there's nothing wrong with that, man. They get to do whatever they want, they deserve it. They've definitely, cranked out tunes that, we've grown to love to these days, and that'll never, kind of fade away or anything. Because remember, punk rock hasn't died, as, our feelings differ with them in one of their songs on here. They just merely retired, and are kind of kicking back. But, on occasion, you never know. Some of these punk rockers might come out of retirement. Who? We have no idea. But Nofx Single Album, what can be said about this one? Well, gets a good old-fashioned, check it out, don't check it out. We don't care, do whatever you feel like, we just want your money. So, give us money. Hey, Ma, we need another check. Rent's due. Get on it. Have a good one, you probably didn't. We'll catch you next time. Probably won't.